This is my only reply to Ben Shapiro directly. I don't consider this to be a serious human being. I don't consider him to be an adult. And I don't consider him to be an authority on the United States or on U.S. and Israeli relations. I don't understand why this person is given so much authority. I presume it's because he's involved with people with IDF Mossad. He has not earned it, in my opinion. He has not earned his law degree. Definitely not in constitutional law. He definitely has not earned the right to be called a man, in my personal opinion. And you can say this, that, or the other thing, but I do not believe this is a person whom anybody of a sound thinking, and cognizant mind should take seriously. And I'm going to explain why very, very succinctly. Ignore the mess. It's my soldering task. I'm busy. I am going to start with reading the Declaration of Independence found in the National Archives in archives.gov. This is written on July 4th, 1976, for those of you whom are not aware. The unanimous declaration of the 13 United States of America, United is lowercase, this is important, when in the course of human events it becomes necessary for one people to dissolve the political bands which have connected them with another, and to assume among the powers of the earth the separation and equal stations to which the laws of nature and the nature's God entitle them, a decent respect to the opinions of mankind requires that they should declare the causes which impel them to separation. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal. They are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Now, pursuit is not uppercase. It's lowercase. Happiness is uppercase. This is relevant for a reason. I'll get to that in a second. That to secure these rights, governments are instituted among men, deriving their just powers from the consent of the governed. That when any form of government becomes destructive of these ends, it is the right of the people to alter or to abolish it, and to institute new government, laying its foundation on such principles and organizing its powers in such form as to them shall seem most likely to affect their safety and happiness. Prudence indeed will dictate governments long established should not be changed for light and transient causes. Transient causes. What's a transient cause? Now we're going to go into the depth of this. A transient cause is something that happens temporarily. You know, a minor flood wipes your house out. Insurance repays it, covers it up. You know, covers your short end or something like that. The government cannot physically force you to move somewhere else. And why is this a transient cause? Because it's temporary. It comes, it goes, and it leaves. It's not here. It's transient. Why do we consider a light and transient cause to not be something that should affect you? Because inflation is transitory. What does it mean that inflation is transitory? Inflation is transitory means it's not permanent. It can be fixed. There's no reason for it. Why is this relevant to what Ben Shapiro is saying to us? He's telling us that we need to move across the country, thus leaving our safety, happiness, and putting this at risk, which is against the Declaration of Independence. So by the very document of the Declaration of Independence, which is now a legal binding document because Donald Trump posted it as such, declared it as such. Since now that the Declaration of Independence is officially recognized by the office of the president as the executive, is an official legal document, which means it's binding. So telling us to get up and move due to light and transient causes, which is inflation, which is it's transitory, as Ben Bernanke has been telling us for 20 years. Inflation's transitory. So now that an official, a former Fed chairman, has laid the groundwork for us to have this argument against you, Ben Shapiro. Inflation should be fixed by the government. Not we should just move where we can afford to live. Which I detect as a subtle jab in my direction because of, Wisconsin's kind of expensive. But I'm going to put it very succinctly to you. When in the course of human events it becomes necessary for one people to dissolve the political bands which have connected them with another, and to assume among the powers of the earth the separation and equal station to which the laws of nature and nature's God entitled them, a decent respect to the opinions of mankind requires that they should declare the causes which impel them to the separation. I'm going to be 100% honest with you, Ben Shapiro. Your people, whoever you are, I don't even know what you are. I don't know if you're a race, we're an ethnicity. You mean like you're Polish? You're Slavic? What? I don't know what you are. You say you're Jewish, you wear the little hat. Okay, that's fine. Whatever you want to say. Just hand wave it away. It doesn't matter. And this is why this is going to get declared anti-Semitic. When in the course of human events it becomes necessary for one people to dissolve the political bands which have connected them with another. We have a political alliance. It's not religious. Because my religion says all that stuff that just went on in Israel is, no. We don't do that. My religion says stuff that when we invaded Iraq, that was wrong. I was in the army during that war. Like I was an infantryman in the war. Like I didn't deploy or any of that stuff, but I was in the army. But my religion tells me that what was going on in Iraq, the extrajudicial interrogations, the torture and all that stuff, that was wrong. My religion says that bombing children is wrong. My religion says bombing hospitals and churches is wrong. Bombing women and children and leveling entire cities to remove them from the land, which Bibi Netanyahu just confirmed that that's the reason why they did it, is wrong. I'm a Christian. I'm a Baptist, to be honest. John the Baptist, that old Jewish guy that used to take Jews out in the river and baptize them as Christians, say, now you are sanctified in the Holy Spirit, and Jesus Christ may watch over you. Your soul is now his. And now you cannot sell your soul to the devil because now you are baptized as a Christian. Well, see, you need to understand that whenever any form of government becomes destructive of these ends, it is the right of the people to alter, to abolish it, and institute a new government. We have a majority leader senator expressing dissent against us because of his religion. Wait a minute. Where is it? I could do it without even leaving this document. I know it's in here. He has refused to assent to laws the most wholesome and necessary for the public good. Weird. Interesting. He has dissolved representative houses repeatedly for opposing with manly firmness his invasions on the rights of the people. Rights of the people. Interesting. He has made judges dependent on his will alone for the tenure of their office and the amount payment of their salaries. Well, that's a crazy one. He has erected a multitude of new offices and sent hither swarms of officers to harass our people and eat out their substance. He has kept among us in times of peace standing armies without consent of our legislatures. He has affected to render the military independent of and superior to the civil power. He has combined with others to subject us to jurisdiction foreign to our Constitution, unacknowledged by our laws, giving his assent to the acts of pretended legislation for quartering large bodies of armed troops among us. Wow, like AIPAC. Crazy. For protecting them by mock trial for punishment for any murders which they should commit on the inhabitants of the states Where is Andrew Anglin? Where is Andrew Anglin? Where is he? Everyone's still wondering, where is Andrew Anglin? Oh, everybody hates that guy. Where is he? Why is it that you guys can disappear somebody on U.S. soil and everybody conventions about a reporter getting murdered by the Sods? For depriving us in many cases of the benefits of trial by jury. Where is he? Going back up here. When in the course of human events it becomes necessary for one people to dissolve the political bands which have connected them to another, and to assume among the powers of the earth the separation and equal station to which the laws of nature and nature's God entitle them, a decent respect of the opinions of mankind requires that they should declare the causes which impel them to the separation. What this basically means is we need a reason why you want us to shut up. Because as far as we can tell, it sounds like tyranny. It violates our Constitution, it violates our rights, and we have people whom have disappeared the last time they questioned you. Authority!